Today on the net, Egyptian activists try to save revolutionary murals. A cat runs in the Halifax municipal elections in Canada. And a graphic designer sheds light on the differences between Paris and New York. Last week, Cairo's municipal workers painted over murals on Mohammed Mahmoud Street, close to Tahrir Square. A layer of paint covering the drawings and slogans created in this street, which on several occasions was a scene of fatal clashes between protesters and security forces during the revolution and the months of struggle against authorities which followed. Portraits of martyrs who fell under bullets of repression, slogans calling for greater freedom, and caricatures of deposed President Hosni Mubarak and the former regime's henchmen. Half of the mural has disappeared overnight. But militants armed with paintbrushes and cans of spray paint have quickly recaptured possession of the wall. This amateur video shows artists creating a mural and a slogan, challenging the authorities to erase their new work. Some of the murals now attack the Egyptian president, Islamist Mohamed Morsi, elected last June. Many young activists consider that the Muslim Brotherhood stole their revolution. A feeling reinforced by this wall cleaning campaign in Cairo, which the authorities insist is aimed at embellishing the city. Blogger Soraya Moayef denounces it as an attempt to erase the memory of a struggle by Egyptians for freedom, a combat which, according to her, must continue, particularly through this mural. A rather strange candidate is in the running for the Halifax municipal elections in Nova Scotia, Canada. The feline named Stanley is a surprising candidate, behind whom hides the owner of the little fur ball, who hopes this initiative will encourage the local authorities to take concrete measures to combat the problems posed by stray cats who are overrunning the city. Stanley's candidacy has nothing to envy of that of his adversaries. The tomcat is making use of online tools to make himself known to voters and to look for appropriate solutions to end the proliferation of stray cats in the city. He boasts his own website on which net users will find in particular posters to show their support of his cause. Stanley also has his own Facebook page with over 5,000 fans. On the page, he recalls the reasons which caused him to launch this electoral campaign. These include helping his feline brothers and sisters who are left to fend for themselves in the streets of Halifax and to ensure a sterilisation program is set up to prevent their numbers spiralling out of control. Many amusing photos have also been made available to supporters, showing Stanley working with his campaign teams. The cat also communicates widely via Twitter, where hundreds of supporters regularly show their support. Fans who assert that the cause he defends is important and must be carefully considered by the city's future mayor. A point of view shared by one of the candidates in the running, Mike Savage, who recently declared on the social network to what extent the problems tabled by Stanley are serious and require urgent action. Inspired by the Tumblr blog Rich Kids of Instagram, which compiles tens of snaps showing the blissful daily life of rich children, a net user has created this site entitled Rich Cats of Instagram, which, as its name suggests, focuses its attention on the comfortable life of rich people's little fur balls. A fun initiative that deserves a look. How many slaves work for you? This is a question asked by Slavery Footprint, a site created by the NGO Core Plus Response and sponsored by the US government. After asking you about your way of life and your consumption habits, the site estimates the number of exploited workers around the world required to make the products you use on a daily basis, whether they are children in forced labor or workers in factories with extremely poor conditions. What are the main differences between Paris and New York? It is in an attempt to answer this difficult question that Tony Miotto created this wonderful graphic animation comparing the two cities with a series of illustrations representing them, a particularly visual work which is sure to appeal to all those who have visited the two internationally influential cities.
Merde!